Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Reynolds with A.B.O.R.E.D, Better Off Reading Every Day. Today we are back at it with another episode of Bored Kids Have Questions and Miss Reynolds Tries to Answer. Today I'm with my friend here and she's been following Board from the very beginning and she has some questions. Let's hope I can answer.
What gives you the ideas to use the books that you read?
For the most part, I started with just the books that I had that were around me, and then I kind of built the ideas from there because I wanted every book to have a prop with it or an outfit with it or something that would make it interesting to kids, because just reading it is never that interesting. It's when you see something that ties it together.
Where do you get all of your supplies to do the books with?
Well, I've been lucky enough to have kids that have fabulous toys that they don't get to keep forever, so they've been donating it to me. And at first I was just using all of my daughter's old stuff from when she was a little girl. I kept a lot of her stuff because I'm kind of a mini hoarder. So I kept a lot of her stuff and I used a lot of it at first.
Where do you normally film your books?
Most of my books are done at board headquarters, which is my apartment, in my dining room, where I have the fireplace up, the fireplace mural. That's where I started. And believe it or not, that's the most comfortable place for a lot of people, because a lot of people like reading by the fireplace because they
That's funny.
Hold on.
It's not gonna stay.
All right, let's keep going. A lot of people like reading by the fireplace, so that's why I have a mural with a fireplace. And now we're back because the camera fell. Go ahead. And we're not cutting that out. We're gonna leave it.
Okay. Do you sometimes film at other places than your dining room?
Yes, I do. Those are board on location, like we're doing today at a friend's house, where they're nice enough to let me use their place where they live as a background. And sometimes it's really depending on, I'm someplace and I want to always stress that you don't need to be home to read. You can read anywhere. You know, you read in the car, you read at the park. I just want to stress reading. Anywhere you read is a good idea.
Have you ever filmed a video like really far away from your house?
I did in Florida. When I dropped my daughter off last year for college, I filmed in Florida. It was one of my first board on locations. I filmed on the lawn of the hotel. I don't know what I was thinking, but I did it and it was beautiful.
Have you ever ran out of ideas for board books?
No, I do not. And that's the funny thing, because sometimes I have so many ideas floating around in my head that if I don't get up and write them down, I can't sleep. I'm not even kidding. The ideas just keep coming, and it's like, close your eyes, time to sleep. You have to get up. One more time. One more time. We're going to try it one more time. And we're not cutting it out. We're just keep on going. I have to get up and write the ideas down or I can't sleep. So yes, the ideas just keep coming. And they say that's what happens when you have a great idea.
Have you ever had to miss a special event to film your books, or have you ever had to miss filming your books for a special event?
No, because I try to fit it in as much as possible into my life, and that's why it works.
Oh no.
There you go. Let's try it now. I always want to stress that I'm fitting it into my life. So this way, better off reading every day means that you're better off reading. So as long as I can fit it into my life, I never have to worry about where I'm going to do it. And if I know I'm going to be super busy, I do a lot of the books ahead of time. And I actually have some like stored, just in case.
Was B.O.R.E.D your original idea for your YouTube channel?
Yes, it was. It was my original idea. I sat down with my family, we talked about it, and I told them that I have this idea where kids, even though they have yards and different things to play with, after a while, they get bored and they always say to me, I'm so bored. And I'm like, when is the last time you read, or can I read to you? And once I started reading to them, their faces would light up. And I was like, you know what? You're better off reading every day. So yes, it was my idea. I took it to school. I asked permission to do it for a couple of minutes every day during snack time. They said yes. Then we went into quarantine and I started doing it online. It ended up on YouTube and now on Instagram. So yes, it was always my idea. It was always in here. I have a question for you. Since you've known me for so long and know me so well, what do you like most about B.O.R.E.D?
That it's like normally like when my mom reads to me, it's like boring because there's like nothing exciting about it. And when like you read it, it's like more exciting because you have like things to do with it and like like your expressions are different. And with my mom, it's just the same face. It's like boring and stuff like that. So.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. And that's what I've always been trying to do. Reading in general can sometimes be a job because sometimes they force it on you in school. And when parents have to continuously read, sometimes you're getting home from work, you're very, very tired, you have something you have to do, you have to take your child to practice, you have all these things to do, and it's not always easy to fit it in and make it exciting. That's why I like doing it this way. So this way you can go on, pick any book you like, and completely just engross yourself into the silliness that is Miss Reynolds and B.O.R.E.D with Miss Reynolds. Thank you so much for your interview today. So that's it, boys and girls, for another episode of B.O.R.E.D Kids Have Questions. Miss Reynolds tries to answer, and as you can see, I have some really smart kids with some really, really interesting questions, and we're going to keep this going as much as possible. We're going to do another special one for my 1000th book. So I'll see you again soon. That's coming up by the end of the month. Bye. Good job. High five. Woo!